What up, people? Welcome to the Joe McFo Show. We are going to be doing something a little different for today's live stream. We're going to be doing some architecture and stuff for Shadowboxers. A couple quick things, as you can see, my setup is a little different. I thought it'd be nice to show something other than my bed for once. So yeah, that's what's going on there. And you guys can see all my posters. Got Spidey hanging up in all these places. So yeah, hopefully we'll enjoy this evening. So let me get my screen share on. You guys can see all that. Let's see. We got Mara saying hi. Hello, Neftali. Thank you for joining me. Appreciate you. So today, I'm going to be drawing in Clip Studio Paint. The reason is because based on what I heard from one of my friends, she was saying maybe Photoshop is part of the reason why my streams have been kind of laggy and that it's taking up too much processing power. So Clip Studio might resolve that. So we're just going to try it out. I don't know if it's going to work. If it doesn't work, then no harm done. Can't be worse than that time I had to restart my computer during the stream, which I think might have been last week anyway. So yeah. So what I have here on the screen for you guys is drawings I've done. I don't even know when I did these. This might have been like a year or more ago. But the idea was to create something that felt very fresh and very very African, very something otherworldly, but at the same time something familiar. So I'm still kind of exploring, and so that's kind of what you're going to see me do for today, is just kind of explore. And so what I have here, not this here. So I actually have these old sketches. These are definitely from like 2020. This is like before pandemic sketches. And so I think what I want to do is I want to take some of these and sort of update them and see how it's all going to work. And I've never done an architecture stream before, but hopefully it all goes pretty smoothly. So let's see what we got here. And I'm not using any sort of perspective tools or grids for these sketches. Actually, let me do a different angle for this. Let me try something else. And part of the reason is because these are just meant to be like quick ideas. I'm not going to worry about putting these in some sort of scene, at least not right now. Maybe later on in the stream, if I get so inspired, I'll do that. But the focus is really more so just creating some buildings that look like they could exist in this world. And the fun in this is that I get to do something that's a little out of the ordinary, right? I don't want to just create buildings that look like something you'd see in New York. I want to gather inspiration from a lot of different places. So actually, if you guys saw my Pinterest board, different environments, you guys can kind of see what my inspiration is like. And no, this isn't public access or anything like that. I have this privated, but I can show you guys a little bit of kind of the vibe I'm going for. So you see a lot of sort of Art Nouveau type of things, a lot of things that are in the desert or things that are made of plants and stuff like that. Interesting shapes, like lots of triangles, lots of round shapes, buildings that are kind of unorthodox. Some of it's based off of other artwork, so I kind of like how this thing is just like this big dome built in with this brick, this square brick shape over here. So yeah, that's basically what we're doing today. So let's see. So everyone, thank you for coming on. Hopefully you guys' day was pretty good. And hopefully this will be an entertaining stream for you guys. We're going to see how this goes. And if it goes well, maybe I'll do more. But as you guys know, characters are typically my strong suit. But I thought for our 10th stream, we do something just a little bit different. Can't even believe it's been 10 streams. So that means I've been streaming for like 2 months now. A little bit more, 2.5 months. Of course, if you want to count that week I was out for Lightbox, then it might even be slightly longer. So let's see. So here I'm just getting the basic structure, and that I think is the key. You want to get the basic structure of everything, and once you capture that, then the next thing you want to do is figure out your scale. I think those are two very important things, probably the most important things that it happens when it comes to drawing buildings. So for example, if we're talking about scale, this could be a 25-foot building and a 6-foot tall individual might be like this tall. Or it could be a skyscraper and a person can be this tall. So those are two very different things. So you want to figure that out. And that also goes into play with how big you make the door, right? Like, so if I do the door like this thing might be a 3 or 4 story building. And then that also goes into play with how big the windows are, how big the reliefs are, and the details and stuff like that. And then you also want to figure out what kind of building is it? Is it a residential building like a townhouse or something like that? Is it an office building? Is it a beauty salon? Is it a mechanic shop? Right. So there's all these different things that you have to consider. So this one right now, I'm kind of thinking it could be some sort of like work office building. I think this might be a little too fancy for a residential building, but I don't know. What do you guys think it feels like? I'm curious. I'm open to suggestions, and this is meant to be kind of fun. So I don't, and I'm still exploring all this stuff too. I'm, despite the fact that this is for Shadowboxers, this is my project. There's still so many things that I don't know, and this is where I get to kind of really explore. So yeah, so we got it right here. And let me just pull up a little bit of reference. Let's see what else I can take from other than that drawing. I've been working on this board for like 2 years now, and so there's like lots of stuff in here. I always like these. I don't know what this exactly is called, but I always like these little pillar kind of shapes on these buildings. So maybe I'll include that. Yes, I'm excited. Glad you're excited, Amanda. In a Smith workshop, I guess so. It could be a Smith workshop. So what would that include? I guess we'd have to have some sort of chimney. Well, the smoke and fire and stuff out. Smith workshop. What would that look like? Because I don't know what the outside of that would look like. Okay, so we can have like a shed on the side, maybe. Just make it like a garage. Okay. A Smith workshop would be cool. I was also thinking a library. Oh, that's a cool idea. Library, hoping for a bar, restaurant for Fufu. Oh yeah, we gotta create a restaurant for him. We'll do that next. Great idea. I'm glad you brought that up. Okay, so let's create like a little shed or like a garage or something. And the fun thing about this is like none of these are necessarily going to be throwaway sketches. I could always use these for something. So maybe I'm like, it's not really working for a restaurant, but it could work for something else, right? So, okay, so there's the garage, and then we have this kind of shed type of thing going on. Let's see. I literally have no idea what a Smith shop would look like. Actually, as I'm looking at this might be that shed door's like really small. So let me make this bigger compared to what I just drew here. Why am I erasing the door? Because I'm too lazy to redraw that. So yeah, door here. And then there's probably going to be some sort of like piping on the wall, maybe, or at least a gutter. Or not gutter. What is this? What are these things called? Where the water kind of comes in from the roofs. You guys know what I'm talking about. I guess it is a gutter. If I zoom in, and the reason I'm keeping zoomed out for the most part, just so that I get the big overall picture, You guys are doing a lot of stuff. We got clinic, we got restaurant, a library. All these things will need to be in my story at some point. Okay. So if it's a Smith shop, it's more for utility. It's not really going to have a round shape, I think. But what I could do, those pillars that I saw in in that reference, I could put those here. We got this design happening here. Lots of triangles. There'll probably be some sort of logo, or like a shop name right here. Okay, so whatever the sign or the name of the place is, it'll be right there. Maybe probably have some sort of window. Right, you walk into the lobby area and you make your I don't know your order per se, but say what you want to get. And here would be their workshop area. Let's make this a little longer. Actually, let's be lazy. Move that over. Yeah. Let's see. What did the sculpture place look like at RISD? I expect it has a workshop kind of feel. To be honest, I never went inside. I actually don't think I knew where it was. There are so few sculpture people at RISD, and I don't even know if there was any in my year. That's how small it was. But it's not so much the inside that I don't know what it looks like. It's just the outside, and the outside of it, I know the general building. It was just a regular looking building. It didn't have any real pizzazz to it. It was just more kind of functional. So, and it had other things attached to it. So I don't know if that really counts per se. That's a good question though. Okay, so we have the work area here. Maybe there's like an anvil. What's an anvil shaped like? It's like square, something like this. Is that what an anvil is shaped like? Let me get a reference. We all know what things are shaped like until we have to draw them, right? Not too far off, actually. Okay. Nandy, I'm curious what made you so excited about this stream in particular? Because I'll be honest, I kind of just did this on a whim. I was like, you know what? Let's just do backgrounds. I need to do them anyway, and I need to add some stuff to my portfolio. So I'm curious what made you so excited about it. Is it because you never see me draw them in general, or is it just backgrounds in particular excite you? And anyone else? Was anyone else excited when I made the announcement that it's going to be more environments today? Okay, so one thing I'm going to do, I want to make sure I add some kind of framing on these windows. It doesn't have to be anything major. It could just be metal, but you want to make sure it's not just a square shape on the building. Okay. And then maybe what else? What else will be here? Let's look at my reference again. Get some ideas. Okay, I'm seeing some like patterns and stuff. Like, actually, if it's a smith workshop, they're working with metal. You might have quite a bit of metal on here. So maybe we could have like some sort of sculpture up here, actually, like to kind of showcase what they're all about. So I'll just make something up. I have no idea what this is, but it's a sculpture. Someone artsy owns this place. What? RISD must be huge. Is it all design-based education? Pretty much, yeah. I mean, Rhode Island School of Design. But what they do is they have a bunch of departments in one building. So the block. Actually, wait. Can I show? Let's try this. RISD Street. I'll show you guys what RISD looks like. You can pull up Google Maps real quick. All right, it was here, I think. I think this was the street. Yeah, so this is RISD. Oh, there's art. Oh, there's a lot of construction going here. Okay, well, before there was construction, this was where all these majors were. Like, there you'd have liberal arts classes, painting majors were here. You would have, I said liberal arts. Your museum is in here somehow, and there's the this little this part of the museum, like the entryway. And then you have like some financial office kind of stuff is in here as well. And then you have was I think Market Square and the RISD stores over here. Wow, what is all this? Oh my gosh, I don't even know what this. They've done a lot. I don't know what this is at all. But yeah, so this is where the sculpture building would be, if I remember correctly, or somewhere in here, somewhere in this street, generally speaking. But like I said, I never spent time there. I didn't know anyone in those majors really. If I did, I didn't go to their studio and hang out or anything. So forgive me for not knowing. It's cool to have some places to mentally put your characters. That is true. I'm excited because one, it's new and fresh. I haven't seen you do before. Two, I'm curious to see your approach, as I also need to work on environmental things and putting characters in environments. Yeah, so I think the biggest challenge is really coming up with like the place, meaning what is the story behind it, right? Every building has some reasoning or thought behind it. Like we just looked at the streets at RISD, right? There was a reason why things are designed the way that they are. And so I think once you kind of put that into your understanding, I think it's going to make it a lot easier. And you have to sort of think of it, and this took me a long time too. You have to sort of think of it like creating a character, you know, the way we've been doing characters the last several streams, and just going like, okay, this person has this personality and these traits and all that. You sort of have to think about buildings in a similar fashion. And I admit, buildings are not necessarily my favorite to draw, but they are incredibly necessary to draw. So I need to do more of them myself. Perspective is really off here. Yeah, perspective is off on that, but whatever. I'm not going to really worry about it too much. Because, again, these are meant for ideas, right? So I can worry about that another time. That's one sketch. What else? We said we wanted to see a restaurant. Let me see. What kind of vegan restaurant will we have? Let's see. Fufu's restaurant. Let me pull up. Let me see if I have. Where is the file for it? Just want to get a quick reminder of what he looks like. Okay. So yeah, we pulled up Fufu, Chef Fufu and Pork Chop right here. The restaurant is called Fufu's Place. Okay, and we had a pig as the mascot, even though it's apparently not. There's no pigs there. Okay, so I'm thinking maybe single or double. I guess maybe double story. That might be fun. Maybe a balcony where you eat outside. Let's see. Anytime I'm not typing stuff or not doing stuff on the screens because I'm gathering reference, so excuse me. Let's see. Ooh, okay. This is a cool reference. Wait a second. I don't mind seeing you draw characters, but since you are creating a world through animation, there has to be more than the characters, and of course, to see how you think about architecture. Yep, that is true. There's got to be more than characters. You got to place them somewhere. I've been studying perspective drawing for class by looking at real structure. It's so cool seeing you implement it in imaginative buildings. I'm glad you're enjoying it so far. I played so much D&D that all my stories seem to take place in a tavern. That's funny. Are there vehicles and planes in this world? Yes, there are going to be vehicles in this world. I'm still deciding how exactly I want them to function because there's a number of ways I could go about it. But yeah, I think there's going to be lots of vehicles. Nasty Toes. Why are you talking about my man's toes like that? Come on now. Fufu lives for Pork Chop. Y'all are funny. So okay, let's see. So I'm going to start off with some basic architecture yet again. Probably should have warmed up a little bit before I started the stream, but it's okay. All right. So basically, this is a very simple shape. Most of us know how to draw a cube, or at least get close to it. As the basis of it. And then I'm looking at this photo reference. I really like it has this big old window here and has this sort of balcony like this. We have tables. And then we can have, would this just be 2 stories? Would it be? I guess 2 stories would make sense. The door is that size. We could have the door be right here. All I'm doing is just making it believable. Like I'm making it so that all the stuff that I'm drawing is like, okay, that makes sense. It could hold up, people could feasibly sit here and eat. And then I get to add all the fun details that make it unique. So I could add a tree here or something like that, or I could add like a stairway, maybe somewhere over here. Just add some stairs. And yeah, I'm not overly worrying about perspective or anything like that. These are just ideas. When I do clean drawings, realistically, that's going to be really boring, and I don't think it's going to help you guys. And I probably might even do that. What is this? Okay, I guess it's saving. I probably might even do that on my own. Okay. And then let's create some paneling here. Okay. Now on the roof, one thing about roofs, you want to make sure that you have a little bit of a kind of not a divot, but you want to have like a little bit of a wall on them for obvious reasons, right? If you're on the roof, actually, we could make some tables up here too. But if you're up there, you want to have something, make sure you don't fall off, right? That could be a big issue. And I've actually been on a couple of roofs that were like that when I was a kid, and it's a dangerous place to be. So do not allow your kids to do that. What is the climate where you saying this? Desert, rainforest, savanna? This might inform your building some. That's another good point. This area I expect to be in a pretty much a urban, like warm environment, sort of like LA. There are places in my world that are kind of deserty. There are some that are kind of rainforest, some that are kind of higher up in the mountains, some that are potentially underground. So there's a lot of different places, and I find it easier to start with stuff that I'm more familiar with, because as I do stuff that is a little outside the norm, it's going to help me to have a base to go off of. And I say, okay, if this is what they normally do, what would it look like if I were to put it in this area? Right. And I don't have enough sketches to really inform too much. Like, for example, these are some sketches. I posted this on my Instagram not that long ago, and you guys can see this was an idea I had for like a mall, essentially. So you kind of go up this ramp, and throughout this bell-shaped thing, there's just all of these buildings. You just walk around it like a tower, and here's some other versions of what that might look like. And I based it off of this Ugandan project. This architecture guy, he had something kind of like this. It was like urban, what do you call it? It's a shanty town. That's what it was. And I was like, this would be cool if I could kind of do something a little different. And then these were just kind of more random ideas. I think this would have been like a small shop, like maybe like a plant type of store. What do they call those places? Where you sell flowers. What is that place called? Someone in the comments knows. I'm sure it's blanking for me right now. I was thinking some rich person's house. You have like the glass garage, and you have all these kind of rectangular shapes. This building actually was super, super cool. I think I have the reference somewhere here. Let me see. I'll show you guys. I'd never seen anything like it. Okay. So look at this building right here. If you look really closely, this design is based off of like graffiti. It looks like graffiti. And I was like, that is so cool. So I basically took the shape, and that's how I built that house. I have no idea where this is in the world or what, but I was like, that is freaking awesome, and I need to steal it. So I kind of took that shape and I, repurposed it and created that. So a lot of what I'm doing is kind of stealing from real life. Essentially, it's not reinventing the wheel. And so, um, yeah, that's basically what I'm doing. Let's see. There can be a garden on top of the building where the chef gets its resources, all organic ingredients. Oh, that's perfect. Yes, Janet, I like that. Okay, we're gonna give him a garden on the top. Perfect. So we can do, yeah. Make sure. So we can even give. I can actually put that round shape or that kind of. Whoa! What the world? Out of my brush. Okay. That round shape that I kind of took off the last building, we could use it for here and make it like a greenhouse. It's probably going to be a little bit more round than that, but that's okay. All right, and then we just have rows of veggies, and maybe I have it so that there's like a window or a panel that kind of like opens up or something. Maybe it either opens up like this, like that, or maybe it just kind of slides down. That'd be kind of cool if it like curved glass that just slid like that. I actually like that idea. I don't know how practical that would be, but it would be cool. A florist, yes, thank you, a florist. Is the time period for Shadowboxers in the future or modern day? So Shadowboxers is a completely fictional world. It is not Earth. And those you guys have all seen my characters. At least everyone I know is on the stream right now has seen my characters, and they're all basically African American. But because it's not Earth, technically they're not even African American. They're not even American for that matter, or African. So I'm kind of playing with something a little different. And the reason why is because I've seen so many stories where they'll do that with different cultures, with like, Asian cultures like Avatar or something like that, or European cultures like Lord of the Rings. But you never really see it done with African cultures. The closest I can think of is Black Panther, Wakanda, but that takes place on Earth. And I've never really seen a kind of hip hop fantasy inspired world, at least aesthetically. Now, my story is not about anyone trying to become a rapper or something like that, but yeah, I think that is pretty important to me, and because I haven't seen anyone else do it, I figure why not just create it myself. And if I can inspire someone else to create a world that's similar or that's even better, then cool. I would love to be, mentioned in that category. But that's just kind of my mindset of what I would like to do. Let's see. Botanical garden. Yes, botanical garden. It's a florist, a flower shop. Thank you. There could be a bunny hutch on the roof. ASAP brings his rescues there, and people can meet and adopt them. That is funny. How's Fufu going to get on the roof? That's a good question. So there's probably going to be, we can create like a trap door maybe, or maybe we can give him like a little elevator because he's pretty overweight. Maybe he can't climb the stairs very easily. So let's say there's a little elevator in the corner over here. But the questions that you guys are asking are actually perfect because admittedly, streaming and trying to design is very hard. If you notice, many artists will not do design heavy stuff while streaming because it takes a lot of thought. And like my characters, I'm so used to drawing characters that, I can kind of play around with stuff and I'll take a bunch of references and I'll be like, oh, I know how humans work. But when it comes to buildings and stuff like that, it's a little bit more challenging because you have to say like, okay, like how does Fufu get on the roof? Right? So I'm like, would it be a trap door? Could I create an elevator? Do I, how would that work? And those are completely valid questions. I'm glad you said that because as I'm talking, sometimes these things kind of slip in my mind. So let's just say he's got some plants around here. All right. I've been to a couple gardens before, and they basically all kind of look something like this. I could have a big old patch here. Maybe it's like, I don't know, potatoes or something. Just growing stuff. Right. And this is just, again, to get the idea across. I'm not going to spend time sitting here drawing all this stuff. But it might be cool. Maybe not for a restaurant, but maybe for like an actual. Why does this thing keep changing? For like an actual florist shop or something, it might be cool to have like a giant tree come out like out of here or something. I think that would be neat. So let's see. We can have like a little heater, those heaters that they have at restaurants. And then we could have some tables. Tables don't necessarily have to be all round like this, but for the sake of the sketch, they're all going to be round. And I'm not going to draw any people on this either. Okay, so we can have a little balcony. Right. And again, we don't want people to fall off. And then we could say, maybe at the front, there's like, maybe some more plants here. I think it'd be kind of cool if a restaurant just kind of grew their own plants and just their own vegetables and stuff like that. So you might have a little garden here. I'm curious, would that entice you guys to eat at a restaurant even more if you saw exactly where the food was coming from like this? Or would you be like, ew, there's dirt on it? I'm curious. I just got the notification, YouTube, do better. I thought you were on here already. Mars, you were like the first person to comment. But that's okay. I'm glad you made it on anyway. I love the elevator idea and thinking of many ways to make these buildings accessible. Yep, gotta be accessible. And the other thing I'm gonna have to do after the stream and on my own is figure out like how the abilities of this world kind of coincide with the building's design, because there's certain things in this world that people can do, and I want to make sure it makes sense. Or it could just be like whatever, because like, for example, Harry Potter, that world is specifically designed for that story if you really think about it. And most of the world really is Hogwarts, but they have like all these doors and staircases that move, and the room of requirement, and these the classrooms that they that they are in, and all this stuff is really set perfectly for that world. It wouldn't work so well, in my opinion, if Harry Potter was just in Manhattan, although they do have some elements about like what I think Sirius Black's like secret home or whatever. It was like hidden behind a wall or the building, it just like came out, so stuff like that I think is really important. That's interesting how you answer my question. So will Shadowboxers be on a different planet? I mean, it's basically Earth, but it's not this Earth. It's sort of like just like it's a fictional world, So most of the laws that we have are still in effect. Gravity, and there's still animals, there's still plants. There's still some certain amounts of planets from the sun. The world is round or like a globe. It's not a flat world or anything like that. So so that's really it. I do have a name for the world. It's called Nahara, and it means, well, actually, I'm not going to tell you what it means, but the world is called Nahara. I've never seen a garden on a roof. I'm pretty sure I have. Yes, Shadowboxers is set on a different planet. Best garden is New York Botanical Gardens. Are there going to be special plants? Oh, thank you for coming on, D. Appreciate you. Are there going to be special plants? Yes. Actually, I have to design those too. I'm gonna have to design plants like that. That's the challenge about this world that I'm building, is you literally have to think of everything. And that's why it's taking me so long, because it's not just about putting character A and character B against each other, or going to one location versus the other. It's like you literally have to go like, what are the rules of all this, especially if it's not our world. You have to think about, what do the plants look like, what are the animals like, are they anything like the ones that we currently have on this planet, or are they doing something a little different? Are they hybrid creatures? And so again, that is the challenge. You are literally essentially the god of a world that you're building, and that's not an easy task at all. If I were to show you guys my document that I'm building right now, it's 100 pages worth of stuff for this, and it is a lot. Okay, so I'm thinking, since this is a restaurant, there should probably be like a hostess desk somewhere around here. So let's where they come in and say, "Your table will be ready in 5 minutes, sir," or whatever. It's a really tall door, so let's get rid of that. And then go back to my reference real quick. So if these are windows, we can have, it might be cool having some sort of blinds too. So if this was all, let's say that this is, how do I say this? Maybe something like this here. This is just kind of like the border. And there'd be blinds on the inside, and then, wait, does this thing not do the shift? What? Hold on, I'm still trying to figure out how Clip Studio works. Ah, there we go. Okay, that's how you do it. Using a different program than I'm used to, guys, so bear with me. It's still a little weird. I'm used to Photoshop, but Photoshop might be what's lagging the stream. And so far, I don't think there's been any issues. Like, I haven't had anything go wrong with this. So I might have to permanently switch over. As sad as that makes me. Because I do like Photoshop. But there's a lot of benefits to Clip Studio as well. So I want to get used to that. Let's see what the comments say. Hey, yo, good morning, everyone. Yo, what's up, Mark? Thank you for coming on. First of all, thank God for daylight savings. 1 more hour of sleep. I felt that today. I woke up several times in the middle of the night last night, and I was like, oh my gosh, I have to get up soon now. I was like, oh shoot, it's like 4:30 in the morning. I'm going back to bed, So yeah, it was. I like when we can get that extra hour. It's nice. I'll be more likely to eat if I knew where the food came from. But then again, I grew up in a rural area and we had vegetable gardens, not big farming, but enough for us and sharing with neighbors. Okay, that's fair. A lot of us will eat food not knowing where it comes from anyway. I think there's people all across the spectrum. I went to a Honduran restaurant. They brought a whole dead pig through the middle of the restaurant while I was eating. It was shocking, but very authentic. I don't know how many health violations they broke. I mean, was it cooked? Or was it a cooked pig? Or was it just, you see flies going around it? It's like a fresh hunt and there's still like blood dripping on it. I'm curious. I was asking about cars earlier because there may need to be parking spaces. That is true. That's a good point. But in the city, parking spaces are hard to come by. Man, you really have to think about that kind of thing. It's crazy. Yeah. So parking spaces, I'm not super worried about that right now. I could very easily say there's a parking garage, next door, or a big parking lot over here. Parking lots are rather boring to design though. But for you guys, we'll draw a little parking lot. Let's say there's a little street light here. And I gotta design street lights too. That's a whole other thing. So maybe there's even valet parking. Let's give them valet. So we got the curb here. And again, I'm still figuring out what type of vehicles they have. So some of this may be defunct later, but let's see. I'll just make a regular parking lot. Yeah. And then little umbrella that all the valet guys have. Table and desk. You see how loose I'm being, guys? Like, these are not clean drawings in the slightest. Not in the slightest. All right. So we have this here. And then we're going to have our sign. We probably don't need a giant sign. Like, this is a pretty big restaurant right here. So we can just say right here, Fufu's Place. And for those who are just coming on the stream, let me tell you guys who Fufu is. Fufu is a character that we all kind of took part in designing last week. And so these are some other characters. We have, what we end up naming her? Was it Nala? No, not Nala. That wasn't it. Neela? We named her something. We named this woman something, but we basically came up with the idea that she's like a preschool teacher and she's just sick of all the kids' attitude. We got ASAP Bunny, who is whose sole purpose is to save bunnies, and he's got a bunny tattoo on his stomach. And then we got Chef Fufu and Pork Chop, who is a chef, and he's got this pet pig who drools and eats lots of grass and has a waist trainer apparently. And then we have this mystery. What do we do with this lady? We gave her a name. It was like Ma. It was like Ma something. It was like MAH something. Can't remember. I have to look at the file, but I'm too scared to open Photoshop and Clip Studio because I don't want this thing to crash for you guys. But yeah, these are who we made. So we're making his restaurant right now, basically. Matter of fact, here, let me take a quick screenshot of him as I'm thinking about it so that I can put him in the file as a reference. Let me just grab that for a second. Hold on. I think it's really helpful. That's not what I wanted to do exactly, but all right, I'll take it. Can I put it here? Where's the screenshot? Here we go. I think it's helpful when you kind of have an idea of like who this is for, right? So I can look at the restaurant design and be like, does it fit this character so far? And right now I could be like, not really sure. I don't mind the shape of the building so much, but I definitely want to incorporate some of these patterns on him into, well, okay, hold up. Let's move this over here so I can draw on top. Yeah, so, and then move that down. Yeah, so like the patterns down here, I think that would be fun to incorporate. Maybe even something about his beard, like the way that works. So maybe we could do something with that, like even something as simple as saying like, okay, we're gonna have this thick kind of line down here for the doorway, and that line disappears at the foot of the base of the door. It's real thin. So all I did was just mimic the shape of his beard, essentially. We could do that motif in a couple of other areas, maybe. Let's see. We could put it upside down over here, maybe, or let me think. We could just have this whole motif like that. Maybe I could shape the windows like that somehow. Like, yeah, you know what? Instead of having this be half and half, let's try something different. Let's say, what if the windows did that? This is all one window, but the paneling is like this. I've never seen a window like that. I don't know why someone would design it that way. I think it's rather dumb, but this is what you call shape motif. And sometimes it works, you know? And all I did was just look at what I already created for this character and to see what would make sense potentially. Let's see. Megan, you're on. What's up, homie? What's up? Thank you for joining tonight. About the pig bleeding out of the nose. Flies were flying around. They dragged it, leaving a trail. Oh, that's disgusting. I am so sorry. That would ruin my appetite. I think the worst thing that happened to me at a restaurant is I found a hair in my burger one time. That's like the worst. Which grand is, it's gross, but it's not as bad as some other potential experiences. You go on TikTok long enough, you'll hear lots of stories. But I'm not gonna say what they are. Yeah, it was crazy. Got people saying what's up. Majul, yes, that's what it is. Arabic for no name, anonymous. She's still my favorite. Yeah, we're gonna have to do something with her. I don't know what just yet, but I think I might have a potential idea, but I'm gonna save it for now. I feel like the pig and the planty restaurant design are such a juxtaposition that makes the design seem so quirky, but I like it. It's interesting. Yeah, that's kind of the fun of it. You know, it's like whenever you see a pig or a hog or something like that, you're like, oh, I could totally get some bacon here or whatever the equivalent of in this world is. But I think it's kind of funny that he's such an animal lover that he just has a giant pet pig named Pork Chop. Like there's something that's, like you said, it's quirky about it. And I actually think it's fun. That's how you get flavor. I'm mad at that pig thing is wild. Oh, Caitlin's on. Windows remind me of Hulk Hogan. Yep, that's kind of it. So that it's from this, right? We were talking about his beard design in the last stream when we drew him, And I don't know if it was my idea or someone in the comments idea, but we were just like, let's get rid of this. And then just to show, I think it was a picture that I saw maybe. But yeah, we thought it would do something funny with like the Hulk Hogan kind of aesthetic. And I think it's kind of working. Kind of like this. Okay, then there's going to be probably some booths, right? Since it's a restaurant. But let me save this real quick before something happens. Very important to save, guys. Very, very important. I remember the first time I learned that lesson, I was in the 5th grade, and for some reason they gave us laptops to work on in class. And I had never really worked on a laptop before because I didn't own one, right? This is like 2004, 2005. And I remember that it went dead, and I was like, oh, I need a charger because there's only a certain number that they gave us. And I went back and once I finally got the charger, and all my progress on the paper I was writing was gone. And they were like, Jordan, did you not save it? I was like, no. And they're like, Jordan, you're supposed to save like really often. I was like, you mean I'm supposed to do it like every like 2 minutes? And they're like, yes. I was like, oh, okay. All right. So I learned my lesson right then and there. All right. So we got restaurant table, got some booths here. Maybe this is where they do like the birthday sections or whatever. Might be a table here. And again, if I were a little bit more neat, I'm sure I can make a very beautiful looking restaurant. But these are just loose sketches. Like, this is stuff I'm going to finish later, I think. Get the fun ideas out. It's actually kind of cool because I get to talk to all you guys about the ideas, and then when you guys finally see it come to fruition, you'll be like, hey, I remember that live stream, you know. All right, so where else can we put the Hulk Hogan thing? Maybe oh my gosh, I'm so sick of this. I keep pressing a different button to create a to hit the wrong brush setting. It's really frustrating me. Again, I'm not used to this program just yet. There we go. So again, repeating that motif. This could be like a vent, or not vent, sorry, like one of those windows that you open up where there's something like this maybe. Let's see. Does pork chop stay on the roof? I don't know where he would stay. He might just be in the kitchen, just chilling, just chilling in his little bed or something. I don't know. Oh, dang, that happened to me this summer with my thesis portfolio. Oh, that sounds brutal. I am so sorry. Oh, that's painful. Moment of silence. Moment of silence. All right. Let's see. So what's going to be down here? I guess we can have more doors maybe, and maybe even more seating down here. So we can put up a little fence. Or not, well, fence sounds too rudimentary. Maybe we have a little deck. Maybe, yeah, deck. That's a nice word for it. A deck. We can have some seating down here. Nice doors. Yeah. All mimicking that beard. That's the stuff you gotta do. Like, I actually recommend like really studying shape motifs. And if you can repeat the same pattern over and over again in very clever ways, it starts to feel really cohesive. I highly recommend that. You know how pigs can smell truffles? He can smell special and best ingredients, though I still think a huge guinea pig would be funny. That would be funny. We can find a place to put a big guinea pig. Where's the kitchen? Somewhere in here. Again, this is just the outside of the restaurant. So, you know, if I were to like do a whole floor plan, which I probably should have done, you know, I would make sure I account for that. You know, it'd probably be on the back here in the first floor or something like that in the back corner. And then maybe they go up here for extra ingredients, or maybe the kitchen's all up here since it's all vegetables. Maybe they just have a grill in the middle somewhere. I don't know. That would be really convenient, actually, if you did have access to it like that. What is going on here? Yeah. And then, oh yeah, we have the plants here as well. So we got Fufu's place. I don't know what I just wrote. That wasn't at all English. Let's try this again. There we go. Fufu's place. And the blinds. Maybe the blinds kind of are here too. I don't know. I'll have to figure out how that works. Right now, I'm in a stage where I'm not trying to edit my ideas so quickly. I think when you edit your ideas too soon, you can actually stunt the creativity a lot, and you'll be like, oh, but I can't do that because that doesn't make sense. When you're first getting the ideas out, I think it's really important to just purely have fun. And then as you're refining it, you'll be like, okay, let's get rid of some of these details because this doesn't make sense. Like these window blinds, for example, I will have to, if I do keep it like this, which is very possible, I will have to actually think about how these blinds are going to work and all that stuff. But for now, it's just kind of one of those fun things that I'm just going to sit and enjoy. And put some more tables here. Right. Because who wouldn't want to be on the second floor just looking out at whatever? Have some smaller tables because not every table needs to be a booth, right? And then this does not look like a heater anymore, so let's try this again. Something like that. And then more tables here. Now, notice there are no chairs. That is because Fufu's restaurant is standing only. That, and I'm too lazy to draw chairs right now, so that is why we're in this situation. All right, so we got hostess area. We got some valet parking apparently, and a 2-story restaurant with a botanical garden. I'm actually gonna make some notes for later. I also think this is really helpful. Just take notes on what it is that you're doing, in case I forget, which is very possible. There's no telling when I'm going to look at this again. Hostess desk, valet. For those of you who've been to LA, you know all about valet parking and how stressful that can be. Haha, the same place where the women are. Wait, I'm so confused about that. Okay, I'm just gonna ignore that. I can see pork chop like a bloodhound on the trail to find truffles. Fufu holding a tight leash and losing his hat because he's being pulled so hard. That would be a fun illustration. Maybe I'll make a sticker out of that or something. Let's see. Standing only. Oof. Yeah, just standing only. Standing only. Promoting proper digestion, I guess. You know what always was so crazy to me? How the ancient Romans would eat. Some of you guys may or may not know this, but they would like lean on their side, like they would lay down and eat. Sort of like how most people eat bags of popcorn. That's how they would eat, like all their meals. It's so crazy to me. I don't know how you could do that outside of like a 5-year-old. Like I know I totally did that as a child, but as an adult, yeah, that's a little much. Let's see, heaters. So what I'm doing here, these are called call-outs, by the way, and super important. To do this kind of stuff. I just realized something. That was a big mistake. I drew tables here, but there's an elevator up here. So let's erase those tables and let's just say that the elevator, because again, Fufu's kind of a big guy. He may not like the stairs all the time. He's busy managing his restaurant, so he's got to move from place to place to place. So we'll probably have some elevator somewhere, whether it's in that location or if it's in another spot. is beyond me right now. But at least we got this. All right, there is Fufu's place. The legendary vegetarian vegan restaurant with a pig as its logo. Has anyone else seen that before? Is this the first time that's ever happened in the history of restaurants? I don't know. This could be a Shadowboxers original. Should we copyright it? Should we hit up the U.S. Department of Copyright Office or whatever? Just get it secure. Make sure no one else takes it. And you eating on your side would be bad digesting. Yeah, it would not be fun. It would not be fun. Okay, so let me create a new layer real quick. How do I do that again? Oh, down here. Save that. Okay, what kind of place do we want to do next? There was a comment earlier of a cool place we could design. I'm trying to remember. Let me scroll up. Botanical garden. We kind of did that with Fufu's place a little bit, but I guess I can go into a little bit more. Instead of a garden, we could just do a very plant-inspired area because I do have ideas for that in this world. So let's grab some reference. Give me 1 second. Let me pull up my mood board. So let's do. Where's this layer? Okay, maybe something. Maybe like some type of tree house or something like that would be cool. I'm thinking. Maybe. I'm just trying to see what comes to my mind, guys. Don't mind me. I'm just trying to think of stuff. I'll definitely sketch over this. Right now, what I'm thinking of is like a tree that winds, and maybe the trees kind of create this. Maybe the leaves are kind of woven together almost to create a roof, and you can get like a cool structure like this, and some horizontal structures for flooring. I don't know. I'll put that to the side. Sometimes you just have little ideas like that you kind of want to throw away. But let me see. What other reference could I use? Okay, I see one that I haven't done before in a drawing. So let me see what I can do based off of this. Oh, someone says library. The tree house can serve as a library. Okay, that's interesting. I've never thought about that. Let's try it. A library. Okay, so it's gonna be a big tree. It's gonna be a really big tree. Let's see. Sometimes I also start with smaller areas if I don't have an idea for the big one just yet. So I'm thinking if it's a library, maybe there's this place in LA that I've been wanting to visit called the Last Bookstore. And there's these pictures online of how, actually, maybe I can just pull it up. So inside, they have like these structures and like tunnels made of books, which I think is awesome. And I want to go there personally, so I can see it. And, a little romantic moment. That's sweet. But yeah, something like this would be pretty cool. And they even got lights behind here. That is dope. So yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking at the moment. This is kind of what I was picturing for the door or the entryway. I think this would be kind of cool. So let's take some inspiration from the Last Bookstore. Okay, let's do this. Let's see. Whoa, the tunnel is so cool. Yeah, it's amazing, right? So I'm just gonna steal a little bit from real life. I'm gonna steal like an artist. Maybe even a book shape for like an entryway, like maybe something like this, like a little bridge, a little book bridge. Maybe I imagine this place, since it's nature and stuff, and it's a tree, it's got to be made of wood, right? So probably has some wooden um, banisters or guardrails, maybe. And if you guys have ideas, throw them out there. This is the fun collaboration aspect. This is like what's kind of funny to me right now is like this is almost creating like a mini studio environment where everyone's ideas are just being thrown out there, but I just happen to be the only person drawing it. So yeah, let's do it. And sorry, I can't pay you guys. I don't have the money for all that, but the support is very much appreciated. All right, so we have these books here. Some are going to be thicker than others, so let's try this. What would this place be called? The name of the library can be called the Book Bridge. Did you say that before did you type that before I said that, or you just came up with that on your own? Either way, that's a great title, the Book Bridge. That is dope. I like it. One and done. Okay, so it keeps wanting me to use like the watercolor brush, and I don't want to use the watercolor brush, mostly because I don't know how. Okay. By the way, guys, this is how concept art starts for those of you who are interested in that type of thing. I imagine a few of you might be, but concept art is not all the pretty paintings that you see and beautiful designs that you see in art books. That kind of stuff is actually kind of redone for the purpose of selling the book and making it look pretty. But a lot of concept art looks stuff like this. It's just really rough designs, and hopefully the ideas kind of match. So I like this as an entryway. Here, let me name this layer the Book Bridge. I came with that on my own. Well, you came through. Nice one. I like it. We're going with it. The Book Bridge. So let's make this real small just to get an idea, and then I guess we gotta decide what type of tree we want it to be. Let me see. I'm gonna type like exotic trees or something and just see what happens. Once I find my tab of the internet. Let's see what we got. Ooh, what is this tree? Rare and unusual trees. Let's see what we got. This is where research kind of comes in. I have no idea what I'm gonna find here. That's wild. Something about this, just the giant trunk of a tree, makes me think library. And something about this too. I like this. So maybe we have like a giant hole in the middle or something for the entryway, and then there's stairs that you just go up. Maybe this is wild too. Look at that! Someone just built on top of this tree. Those roofing panels? What the heck? Wow, all this stuff I never knew. Okay, so let's get to sketching. Let's see what we can come up with. Boa tree. That's a boa. Baobab. That's it. I like how it's. Wait, I spelled it wrong. They're African too. Okay, perfect. We'll do that. Baobab tree. Oh, I just looked at it again. The title's right there. Okay, so let's see. We can do these kind of quick and dirty sketches, and then what we can do is combine them all at the very end. So maybe we have this cutout, which would be the entrance right here, and then we have a bunch of these. Actually, the smaller we make the entrance, the bigger the tree will seem. So maybe the entrance is like here. That seems like a pretty sizable library, right? And maybe we should have it extend out, like maybe, just thinking here, what if we had it, these branches kind of come out and they created their own other little trees like this. And maybe we can have them connect. You have one section be for, I don't know, finances, another section for children's book, and, you know, another section for book signings or whatever. Do something like that. I think that'd be kind of cool. I don't know if I doubt that's possible, but why not? Banyan trees. What about a tree made of book paper, or a reverse idea of books made of trees? A tree made of book paper. Well, as long as the wind doesn't blow here, I think that would be cool. Because we would have to find a way to like really, I guess everything could be glued down, but I don't know if that really is practical in this world. What do you guys think? What do you guys think? Because I like the suggestion. I just don't know if we can make it work with a giant tree or series of trees. I'm curious. What do you guys think? Maybe. Let me look up more of these baobab trees. Baobab. That's a fun word to say, so I'm sorry if I'm just going to repeat that. Oh, check this out. So we got a bunch of them right here. Yeah, we could totally... Whoa, look at that! Oh my gosh. Yeah. That... See, you know what this looks like to me, friends? This looks like theft. This looks like we're stealing it. We're stealing it. I like to see the rough sketches. It shows how the ideas came together, and for me to look at the sketches and not make them pretty looking until finished. The big bad wolf would blow it down. It says Amanda about the suggestion about making a library made of paper. So yeah, so let's see here. Let's give him a funky shape. I kind of like that. Nature has some really amazing stuff, so I'm kind of glad that I decided to look that up and not just rely on a single reference. Let's push this over. We can even have little windows right here, just in random places. Yeah, I think the branches should just have their own trees. Their own trees attached to the ground like that. Because why not? It's my world, and I say that can work. Gotta make this smaller because I'm gonna run out of room. Let's see. That looks like Fufu's hat. That looks like a ginger root. I guess it looks like both. maybe Fufu is like Doug Dimmadome and he just owns everything, including the way trees grow. That would actually be hilarious. That'd be a really funny callback. Anyone know who Doug Dimmadome is? Who here is a real one and knows Doug Dimmadome, owner of the Dimsdale Dimmadome? With his giant hats that went off screen. I like that reference picture because it has people in, which really shows you the scale of the tree. Yeah, this picture is really, really good. Did it show up? No, that wasn't it. Let's try this. Again, guys, I'm still trying to get used to Clip Studio. And why isn't it? Does anyone know why I won't copy from the internet from here? I'm doing copy image. Okay, well, apparently it doesn't want to cooperate. So, whatever. Don't cooperate. Fine, I'll still draw. Maybe we create these other little bulbous shapes like this. like some sort of tree root growth thing. So it looks like I'm looking at these reference photos, and it looks like they tend to be in really dry areas. Is that the case? Because I had an idea about putting like a pond around it or something, but I don't know if that would make sense. Fairly Odd Parents. Yes, that's right. I'm sorry. I'm kind of sad you had to put a question mark, but yes, obviously, Jordan. Caitlin, you know what's up. You know what's up. Where do you find most of your reference pictures? Google. Google. Google is a great reference source, and also Pinterest. What I actually do here, I'll show you guys something really quickly. So I use Mozilla. You can also use Chrome, whatever. See if you have a Pinterest plugin. You see at the top right, and anytime I go over an image, I can go up here and wait. It's gonna work. Hold up. Oh, it froze a little bit. Anyway, sometimes what will happen is if you hover over an image, you'll see this red button, and you could go like save to which board, and you can be like, oh, I'm saving the Shadowboxers, and I obviously have that separated into even more categories. But it's really, really useful. So you can be on Facebook, you could be on Instagram, even you could be on whatever website, and as long as you have that plugin, you just put that in, and it's really, really helpful. I really like that, and I don't remember who showed it to me. Whoever you are, thank you, because it's so useful. I use it all the time. Okay, so starting to look like a pear. I'm just thinking, like, this almost looks like a tree that's like been boiling. It's like bubble, like bubbles and stuff. Trying to make it not look creepy. So that's gonna be interesting. I don't want it to look like a fat, like, slob monster. That's not what I'm trying to do. But I might have to bring a little bit more structure back into this because of that. Yeah, maybe they have these little reading cubbies or something. Like maybe it's a space that's kind of carved out, and people could sit here and read, you know. Oh, there's someone. Oh, I missed all these comments. Baobab trees are all swollen like that because they hold a ton of water, important when it doesn't really rain where they live. Oh, interesting. See, this is why I appreciate you all. You guys just give me some good information when I am either strapped for time or too busy drawing and presenting than to do research, because research would probably be boring on a live stream. So thank you. And Kathy, thank you for coming on. I appreciate you. I think those trees are found all over West and South Africa, even Madagascar. There are different species, though. I'm not sure what particular type. Baobabs grow in dry places. Good to know, since I use Pinterest for it. Okay, since they all grow in dry places, I won't put like the pond there. So what I can do, oh my gosh, this freaking watercolor brush. I'm so tired of this thing. After this, I need to change my settings because I'm probably never going to use that. So if they're growing in dry places, we'll just put lots of flatlands over here. And although we can have some plants though, right? I think that would be nice. Then maybe I kind of like this right here, that kind of roof shape. Okay, hold on one second, guys. Let me just change up the music because I'm starting to get tired of this. This one was Feeding the Ducks, I think. I remember I was like, ooh, this one sounds a lot cooler than I thought it would. I got to bring it back. Okay. So how do we want to do this? Do I want to create a triangle shape like that? I don't know. Part of me wants more of these things. These bulbous tree structures that are kind of connected still. Because no one says I can't do this, right? there a law that says I can't? I know naturally in our world it'd probably be a little much, but they probably fall off real quick. But I don't see why I can't just do this and have fun. Let's see. According to Google, baobabs can also hold a lot of cultural significance to local peoples. Ooh, I'll have to keep researching this. I think the issue is that in Clip you switch tools without shift, i.e. Photoshop you use shift G to switch between gradient and bucket, and Clip you just press G twice. Oh, that's true. Yeah, that's what I keep doing because I'm so used to Photoshop. It's a whole different language, and I had Clip Studio set up so that I could make it just like Photoshop. But then I had to reboot my computer like 2 months ago, and it erased everything, including my settings for that. So yeah, going back to the duck one. Oh yep, haha. So you're switching, I think, between pen, paint, and marker. If you press B 1 or 2 times, it'll probably go back. Okay, so let's see. Okay, not B, because B is brush. I'm using P for the pen, so I just got to remember that. But that is a good tip. I think you're absolutely right, Megan. All right. Has anyone ever seen a library quite like this? This thing, I don't even know what to call this. Oh wait, no, we do. It's called the Book Bridge. And speaking of bridges, let's add more. We gotta add some bridges. I think that would make more sense. Hey, no crashing though. I know, right? I'm so excited. I honestly think it's because of Clip Studio. So Photoshop was doing me dirty. That's what was so messed up. Ooh, check out this reference I found. Look at that. It's like they're in love. Isn't that sweet, guys? Isn't that really sweet? Maybe I can do that somewhere. If I were to do it, actually, I think it would make more sense for the main one. So maybe I'll hold off on that. But I can do that at some point. Somewhere. What is that? Maybe the next drawing should be creating the indoors of what this place looks like, because I really am curious now of what it is I'm doing. If I show this to a director, they'd be like, what the heck is this? I'd be like, trust me, it's gonna look really cool. Trust me, guys. I'd be like, sure, Jordan, whatever you say, don't waste my money. So maybe that's what I should do next after this. Maybe just continues to grow like that. Actually rescale some of this. I'm trying to think about big, medium, small shapes, so I'm trying to make an interesting combination of stuff happen here. Big, medium, and small is important because it helps convey a variety of different shapes when it comes to design. You want to have variety. You want to have variety, but also consistency, if that makes sense. Like, that's probably one of the most confusing ways to describe it. Basically, you want it to look like it could all function in the same world or the same project or whatever it is, but you want to make it unique enough where it just feels like it's fresh. In Clip, there's brushes keyed to P, B, and N, I think. I just set it all to B. The other thing I do is set operation to V, and that's all I need to make close enough not to be weird. Yeah, the object thing was kind of messing me up. I had to change up some of the settings today, but whatever. Maybe you can give me some tips on it later on. Wait, we didn't crash today. That's amazing, but also it was like part of the Joe McFo experience, so I don't know what to think. I don't know how to feel about that. I'm very happy that there's no crash, but also kind of, it is kind of funny that literally every time I was trying to stream, I had an issue. So if that was the thing that was doing it, then I don't know. I don't know. We're just gonna have to convert over. But yeah, I enjoy the chaos. Are you chaotic, good, neutral, or evil? Oh my gosh. Y'all are funny. Yeah. You know what? I'm just still surprised by the fact that whatever I had to like restart my computer, that the streams never ended. Because I use StreamYard for this, and like apparently they are dead serious about the stream not ending until you hit end broadcast at the top. You guys can't see the menu, but it just says end broadcast. And I was so nervous the first time it happened. And then when everything worked out, I was like, oh shoot, this is kind of cool. This is kind of cool. You know what I'm gonna do? Instead of having this be separate, I think I want to make it like kind of look like this, like from the side. It would look something like that. So we can have a little stairway like this, or a little pathway. Maybe that's actually what I should do instead of just a flat out bridge. We have various entryways. I wonder how many books this place holds, because this is the entryway. If that's someone who's like normal height, this place is bigger than Congress. So yeah, this is actually kind of cool. And maybe they get all their materials from up here or something, these branches. Let me find an example. Okay. Let me do something like that. Yeah, so this is actually kind of fun, just coming up with random ideas with you guys. I hope you're enjoying it just as much as I am. Because I go on these streams not knowing exactly what's going to happen. You know, sometimes I'm like, all right, we're going to do this pose I already sketched out and I already have planned in my head. This is all completely free for all stuff. So, yeah. Is there magic in this world? Because if so, there can be magic books in the library. There is no magic in this world. They do have certain abilities. And I'm going to have to find a way to see if I can weave that into here. Because, again, I'm trying to keep that as low key as possible, meaning like I'm trying not to tell you guys until you actually see what the world is like. You know, but there are definitely things I'm going to have to think about on the back end about how I can include some of that stuff in here. So, but good question though. Good question. Okay, let's. Would you guys go to a library that looked like this? I'm curious. For those of you who are book lovers, I like going to bookstores myself personally. I love going to bookstores. I will search through all the books and not buy a single thing half the time, and I just enjoy the experience. There's something about it that's just really kind of peaceful, you know, just all the knowledge that's there. And honestly, I skip right to the art book sections, you know. But I guess that's probably not too hard to figure out. Winky face. That winky face means I have the secret deeds. Megan does have the secret deeds. She has seen. Megan and Kathy have seen this project from like the very beginning stages, and so they do know all the deets. And they're such good friends because they're not spoiling it for all of you guys. So I appreciate that. Let's see. I would live in that library. I would too, honestly. You'd probably be super healthy breathing all this fresh air inside the tree like that, or at least nearby. All right, so we got carve out some little windows here. Let's thicken up this branch. Maybe this is one of those that's like a secret area. And someone just had a good comment. I forgot to put it up. What about the underground part? Trees have roots. That's a good question. What should the underground area be? You're making me run out of room on this canvas, though. I'm not gonna lie, but I guess we can always scale it. What should be underground? maybe like honestly, the only thing I can think of right now is sort of like a lounge area, like for or maybe like places for book signings, so that people can like have a big audience. So maybe we'll do. Okay, we're gonna pretend that that was drawn really well. Let's try that again. All right, that perspective is perfect, and no one can tell me otherwise. Maybe there's a, I don't know, some sort of desk right here. Maybe there's a something that goes underneath, and there's just rows and rows and rows. People could have secret meetings here if they wanted to, which could be interesting. Maybe I should make that canon. I don't know. But yeah, maybe the roots make up parts of the wall or something. Yeah, this is kind of cool. I'm liking this. It's like a freaking tree castle. Let's see. Someone Netflix says I would. It'd be really cool to read inside. It would be. Trees are some of the things I struggle most in drawing. I don't know how to draw the leafy parts. Leaves are not. Well, it depends if you're talking about leaves in a group or leaves like individually. Can you? Because I can show you how I would approach that if you're more specific. I'm a book hoarder. I used to read them, but now I just keep them to read for later. Yeah, I buy so many books. I've tried to get in the habit of reading all the ones I currently own, and I'm happy to say I've read like 10 or 15 books this year. like 200-page books. I'm like filling all this knowledge. I'm like, all right, finally, I'm getting down to it. But I have so many art books that I haven't read. Like for example, I have a Black Panther art book actually right here. Uh-oh, drop my pen. I'm dropping stuff. Hold on. Okay. I got my Black Panther book right here. Rest in peace to Chadwick Boseman. Right, and I have like I have 3 Spider-Man art books. I barely read through. I have what else? I got an Invader Zim art book I haven't really read. I've only looked through it like twice, but I found it at Barnes & Noble, and I was like, I have to have this. So, yeah. I'm not spilling. I'm just here to make you jealous. Thanks, Megan. I appreciate you making people jealous. Get them excited. Jordan, you're so cool. I only wish my 16-year-old sis stopped fangirling before I trip her. Jeez, girl, he's like 20-something too old for you. I'm so glad that you think I'm really cool. And I'm flattered. Hey, Megan, can I buy you a coffee? No ulterior motives. Megan, resist the urge. Let's see. Gotta love teen girls who love art though. The cool, but they ain't got no chill when it comes to being boys. No chill when it comes to being boy crazy. I see. I don't even know what to say. I'm flattered. Thank you guys for the support. And yeah, we'll just leave it at that. Let's see. Let's get these leaves to be a little bit more organic looking. This looks a little too perfect and manicured. And I would like it to be a little wacky, just a little bit. So maybe, actually, for balance, let's have it bigger on this side. There's already a big shape down here, so I'm gonna have it a little bigger up here. And yeah, something like that. And I'll just say underground. That spells underground somewhere in the world. Let's get that. Yeah. Mark, we found out Jordan is chaotic neutral when he dropped all his stuff. I honestly never fully understood what all that meant, but I appreciate you informing me of what that means exactly. Also, you are in a different room, Jordan. Actually, I'm not in a different room. I just turned my desk over. If I were to do this, let's see, hopefully that is what you guys saw before. So I turned it 90 degrees because I was so sick of everyone just seeing like my bed and all that stuff. I was like, you know what can I do? And there was enough space on the wall to make it work. And so yeah, it's the same room. You're just seeing a different angle. Leaves in a group on the trees. Like, I know I probably should draw them one by one, but I don't know how to approach them when they are bunched up. Oh, okay. So let's talk about it real quick. So whenever you're drawing a group of things, I think it's best to kind of just loosely draw the contours of them, maybe, or figure out like the basic overall read of the shape. So let's say that, you know, the tree, let's say it's a shape like this, you know, and you could kind of go in, and if you look at, actually, I have an idea. Let me see something. Because I want to see if I can find an example of a environment artist portfolio. Where is it? I have a portfolio of someone who worked on Avatar, who did environments, and I'm just trying to remember where I put it. Hold on. Okay, is it gonna come up? Okay, I don't think it's gonna come up. I'm trying, y'all. Okay, but worst case scenario, I do have the Avatar book, so let's just look at that. Let's go to something like The Legend of Korra. Actually, book 4 might be better because they have the swamp images. Yeah, I know, it's one of my favorite shows. So look at how they're doing the tree here, right? And when it's from a distance, all you have to worry about is these big groups. Okay, hold on, let me make this bigger for you because I don't know how well you can see that. Hold up, bum, 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 bum. I like how I can just hum a song and not get a copyright strike for humming Dr. Dre. But if I played it, though, it'd be a whole different story. Be like, we're shutting down your YouTube forever. You gotta start all over. That would suck. Okay, where is the image I just saw? It's not that. Here we go. So if you look, you're not really seeing much of the detail. You're kind of just seeing these kind of curved shapes and the contours. Occasionally, you'll see a couple leaves when they're really up close, but it's not something that you really have to overemphasize. Some of these lines, I don't even know if they're finished. Like, some of these are just for texture purposes. So, you know, I could just sit and do stuff like this. Like, once you get the basic shape down, just go in, and I'm not looking at any reference right now. I'm literally just making stuff up. And then I could say, okay, I want to have a nice bunch of them right here. And I want to have some overlap there. And then you could say, oh, I want a branch to come on up. Right? And make that kind of shape. So you can just treat it like that. Keep it real simple. It's like I'm meant to be here. You are meant to be here, Mark. Oops, sorry, Photoshop shortcuts made their way here. Is this a couple minutes? Okay, that's a couple minutes old, so I don't know what that's referring to. It's the opposite. You should probably never draw leaves one by one. I'm sure there's one time someone did it and it worked. It's like hair or cloth. You want to make nice shapes with the texture. That I agree 100%. Draw it as if you were to draw hair. Like, when we see hair, like, for example, I have lots of strands of hair. I don't know how many there are. I'm sure someone knows, but I have lots of strands of hair, but you're not seeing it like 1 curl, 2 curl, 3, 4. Like, this would take forever. And I am not a printer. I refuse to do that. It'd be better if someone were to just say, this is for me. Oh my gosh, not again. Right? That were my face. Someone just like, okay, there's the shape. And then texture here, texture here, texture here, that texture here, here, there, all that kind of stuff. And then working on my beard. So I worked hard for this beard. I couldn't grow this for 20 something years. So I'm make sure we putting that in. I earned it. I think I earned it. But yeah, that's basically how you would handle that. Hopefully that made sense, Janet. All right, so we got the book bridge right here. That was interesting. That was fun. Get some more windows here. At some point, I'll have to draw the interior of what this place looks like. And actually, to be honest with you, I want to stretch this out. This feels too small. Yeah, I think that already feels better. Again, big, medium, small. That's all I did here. Hey, what the heck? Yeah. And I can even have more of these things in the background. Like this could go on for miles or something. That would be really crazy. I don't even know how many books that would be. Include random branches here and there. So yeah, we got the book bridge. And I actually still really like this curve shape, so I might even incorporate that in the next version. Like instead of making it straight up like this, I might curve it a bit. Maybe I'll make the tree more like something like that even. Yeah, I don't know. I'll figure it out. Someone knows how many hairs you have in your head. I'm skeptical. I don't know. It's possible, so am I. I don't think it's a lot of people. Okay, gotcha. Thank you. That's really helpful. Right now, I've just been using leaf brushes on Photoshop, but this demonstration is really helpful. Okay, good. When it comes to leaf brushes, I think it's probably best when it comes to like painting to use that. Maybe not. Sorry, lost my train of thought seeing this text. Probably not best for when you're drawing to use a leaf brush because I think it's too obvious. Unless it's like one of those cool Clip Studio brushes or something. They have all these assets that they create that are really cool. But yeah, okay. So we got the book bridge. What else do we want to do? Let's see. How about... Oh, there was something here I did want to try out, but I never got a chance to in my reference board. There's something here. These top two images right here. Okay, this is just a really weird Photoshop. I'm being straight up with you. Someone did this, not me. But you can even see there's like an airbrush all right here. And it looks like some sort of weird like hive or cocoon. And you have these cubbies and this little thing that I could swear is where the Teletubbies live. But this thing right here, this is what I really want to figure out. Like there's this giant hill dome thing, and they have this sort of pod. Like I want to figure that out. I want to do something based off of that. So let's figure it out. So it looked kind of like, oh, I know what I can do here. I want it to be kind of like an eye shape or like a shield, something like that. And maybe I can do like these, because they have these this little fan on it or something. So maybe I can make these into little like elevators or something. Like maybe there's one like this. I was changing my brush size in the chat. Oh, okay, gotcha. Fufu's second restaurant. Okay, well, we could do Fufu's second restaurant another time. I want to get as much variety as possible for this world. All right, so let's see that cone shape. How do I do this? Maybe it would be something like this. Like I said, I like that kind of round dome shape. Maybe it's some type of bridge, and that this thing takes them from one end to the other. and in this part where they're hiding in just rotates, so they're always kind of in balance. I think that would be kind of cool. I don't know why. I don't know what the purpose of it would be, but I think it would be really, really cool. So let's try it out. I just made it up on the spot. So if you don't think it's cool, well, then you just don't think it's cool. That's a banana with broken glasses. Okay, that's funny. Here, we'll add a little bit more detail. If it's a banana, I'll just have it saying it's peanut butter jelly time. It'll just shout that from wherever it's doing. I mean, you guys have seen that meme. I'm pretty sure, I assume it came from Family Guy, but I could very well be wrong. That's what I think it's from, at least. It's peanut butter jelly time, peanut butter jelly time, where you at, where you at? So let's see if I were to do it. This thing will probably have to go long distances, like maybe on top of a building or something. I don't know. I'm making stuff up. Please no. Why not? What's wrong? What's wrong with the peanut butter jelly time? You have a problem with peanut butter and jelly? Who doesn't like peanut butter and jelly? It's like a giant hedge or something. Actually, maybe. Okay, I got another idea. Maybe it's like a giant hedge sculpture, and it takes you to different places on top. So, okay, let me try this again. Let me do like this. Matter of fact, let me get a picture of what a good hedge looks like. Like one with an animal shape or something. It might look like a giant chia pet, but it's worth it. Takes me back to 2005. 2005 was a good time. The bridge thing reminds me of a water park. Oh, that's cool. I'm not sure which part is cool, but I think, well, I'll say thank you first of all. I'm looking at a hedge of like an elephant right now, and I'm wondering maybe it could be like this cool, what do they call it? Like a landmark in the city or something like that. Maybe. So, yeah. Sorry, I don't mean to keep deleting stuff, but I'm really just trying to figure it out. Let's say it's an elephant hedge. It could also be a giraffe or whatever other animal, you know, it doesn't have to be that. The chia pet animal idea better than the banana. Well, it's not a banana. Call the banana one more time, see what happens. I might start singing again. Okay, so this is a poorly drawn elephant. Trust me, guys, I can draw an elephant, but I'm trying to get the idea before I lose it. Maybe there's some sort of maybe that takes you somewhere, like you start off in the leg. Maybe it's like a big old window. Maybe it's like a museum. Maybe it's like a big old, or a zoo. Maybe it's a zoo. There's something inside here. And it takes you to all these places. I have no idea how this is working. This is me brainstorming, guys. I really don't know how this would work at all. Ugh. This is what happens. It could be a hybrid animal. It could be a hybrid animal. Now's not the time for me to design a hybrid animal, though. That's gonna be too much. Okay, let me look at my reference again. Okay, let's try this. Pull my elephant to the side right here. You can still be a part of the group, but just off to the side. Maybe if I just do like the head of an elephant. Yeah, it's still a hedge, so it's gonna be doing something. Then this big old window area. Yeah, maybe this could be like some sort of courtyard type of place. I am so making this up as I go, guys. Like, literally, this drawing makes no sense because it hasn't formulated in my brain properly. An aquarium, yes, inside an elephant. That would be interesting. An aquarium and an elephant hedge. Might be a little counterintuitive, but I do like that idea, that concept. Elephant graveyard. I think Lion King did that pretty well. Did someone say aquarium? Oh yes, that is what was said. I forget how much you like aquariums, Megan. How could I? How silly of me. Like in the Lion King. Yeah. So it seems a little dark to have a hedge where all these elephants have died, but we can do. Let's see. Okay, so maybe if this is the ground, maybe this is where the elevator kind of fits in. And it kind of just goes up on the side like this. And then there's you say an aquarium? I don't know about an aquarium, but let's do a tank. Let's do a giant tank. Do a giant round fish tank. And we can have Crush the turtle swim in it because I like Crush the turtle. And I really like those memes or not the memes, but they're putting out a ton of videos of people going to like Disneyland and stuff. And these kids are asking Crush questions and it's freaking hilarious. And one time someone was like, how many kids do you have? And he started naming like all these celebrity like brothers and sisters, and he was like and like big boy groups or bands and stuff, and he's like, yeah, well, I got 4 sons, and then there's John and Paul and Ringo and George, and I got Jackie and Marlon and Tito and Michael and Jermaine and I got Cheech and Chong, and he just started naming all these characters. There's like 50 of them. It was excellent. A pet shop. Oh, that's an interesting idea. A pet shop. Yeah, I like that. Yeah, we could do a pet shop. I don't know how expensive this pet shop is to maintain, but actually, yeah, I like this idea more and more. Okay, so we're gonna have to have lots of tech back here, though. So let's just pretend that these are all really intricate wires that I spent like 40 hours just sweating over. Okay. You guys will know that I'm not doing that, but just pretend. Because when this shows up in the Shadowboxers art book, I don't need to make people think I spent like forever on it. So, okay, then we have hedges. You know what I think would be cool for the hedges? If I put some of those like triangle patterns in here. So like stuff like this. Up, down, up, down, up, down. Yeah, so we just have little hedges. Dang, I messed up this shape. I don't even know which one I drew. Yeah, super well maintained. Maybe there's like a hole here. That'd be kind of cool, I think. Put a little hole here and it goes up and suddenly you're inside the pet store. Actually, it could still be some burial place for humans instead of elephants. Maybe it's a place to store cremated remains. Makes you think of the custom caskets that are in Uganda. Interesting. Huh. These are all really good ideas. I'm gonna have to go back and like screenshot some of this and put it in my phone because you guys are coming up with some really good concepts. like a tomb. Let's see. All the rescue bunnies go to the pet shop to find their people with elephant seals. Oh, I like the patterns. Thank you. What? Wait, what are we making? I stepped away from the computer for a bit. Honestly, we're still trying to figure it out. We think it's a pet store, but it's like the idea was that it's an animal hedge, and inside you just purchase a pet. And so we got Crush the turtle from Finding Nemo in here, which I know for a fact I will not get sued for. So we're gonna put that here. We can have the little bunny cage. All these little bunnies. Maybe this is where ASAP Bunny even works. He just saves animals, and bunnies are his favorite. Let's see. We gotta figure out how this would even stand, though. Maybe it's on like the side of a cliff or something. There's just a big old wall here. Just rock. This is such a bizarre design. One thing I could say about it is I know it's original. I've never seen this before. So we got this weird elevator shape. And there's a little hole. So it's like the elephant's kind of like snorting up an elevator. Hit like for the bunnies, fam. Oh, that reminds me. Guys, I'm trying to grow my channel. So if you have not already, please like the video. I really would appreciate it. I'm trying to get to 1 trillion followers, which I know is not going to be possible because there's not even that many people on the planet. But maybe you have multiple accounts on YouTube and then maybe I can make it there. Anyway, please like the video, share with your friends, all that cool stuff. It's going to really help boost the channel and get more people interested in shadow boxers. So if you could, thank you. Let's see. Wait, Crush is the turtle from Finding Nemo's name? I didn't know that. Yeah, it's his name. He's like, name is Crush, bro. And he has a son named Squirt, which ironically are the names of 2 sodas. I don't know if that was done on purpose, but I found it funny. I always hit like, even if there are no bunnies, Megan. Yes, Mark, appreciate you, man. Always hit the like button, even when there are no bunnies. One of these days, I'm going to have to work on my bunny design because some of you guys may not have seen the bunny that I designed for one of my characters. Actually, since I brought it up, let's bring him onto the stage. He might be a little shy, meaning that it might take a second to load. So, let's see. Let's see if we can bring him out. Hold up. Janet says he's such a legend. I know, he's one of the funniest characters ever. I love Crush. My favorite part is when Squirt comes back from like, it was the reef or whatever, and he like flies back in and he's like, "Hey Dad, did you see me? Did you see me? Did you see what I did?" And he's just like, "You so totally rock, Squirt!" Like, just the emphasis on that voice acting gets me every time. I love it, and it just makes me really, really excited. Okay, here's our rabbit though. This is our bunny rabbit in the series. This is Zap. As far as I can say, he is Ishnu's pet rabbit. Ishnu is my guy in the green. So let's see, we pull out a quick drawing for Ishnu. This guy is his rabbit. So yeah. One of the things I wanted to do with it actually was give him the same type of facial hair. And I thought about the idea of how after a long time, because you could tell he's old, right? After a long time, you know, maybe husband and wife start looking like each other, like that whole idea. And I was like, what if it's a pet in an owner? And I think in like 101 Dalmatians, they actually did that concept. And so I gave him a goatee. And I thought it was fun, so I kept it. Wait. Not that one. There we go. Yeah, so I gave our boy here a goatee and a mustache because I've never seen a rabbit with a goatee and a mustache, but I think it's still fun. Oy, okay, hold up. So these patterns here. And again, a lot of these may or may not make the final cut. I'm not really sure. But at the very least, they are fun to do. So, a little depth here. Yeah, this is one of those designs I'm gonna really have to sort out because it's a half-baked idea. But it makes me laugh. And if an idea is gonna make me laugh, then I feel like there's something to it because that means there's something charming to it. That or I laugh very easily, which is also very true. It's not very hard to make me laugh at all. Yeah, we'll just pretend that all this is leaves. Yeah. Another idea is maybe it's a rock formation instead of hedges, and maybe only parts of it are leaves. I don't know. There's so many things that can be done. Hold up. I think it's slowing down. Hold on. Where'd my mouse go? Where are you? Okay, there we go. That's adorable. Thank you. I'm glad you like it. Looks like a wise bunny too. He might be, or he just might be old with a mustache. But here, I'll actually show you guys some of the concepts from when I was first trying to do it. At first, I wasn't sure if I should make it like a jackrabbit. Jackrabbits aren't as cute naturally because of like their anatomy. They're like a little longer. And then I was like, maybe I should make them like really cute. And then I started looking at what's his name, Thumper from Bambi. And I was like, yeah, it might be a little too cute. And I was like, okay, let's put some age on him. And I was like, that's Nightmare Fuel, getting closer. And then it took a couple of attempts to kind of get it. Oh yeah, I drew this one from Korra. I was like, oh, I kind of like how he has the mustache. And I was like, wait, that's when the idea hit me about the character and Pet looking alike. I was like, wait, Ishnu has facial hair. Let's just match it. And then went into this, and that was basically what it turned into. So yeah, this building can be an homage to the biggest great elephant. It was built hundreds of years ago that was repurposed as a pet shop, like many city buildings are repurposed. I am screenshotting this right now. I'm not even kidding. Hold on. You even see it pop up on my screen. Watch, look at this right here. Wait for it. It's gonna come up. Bam, there we go. See, look. That's a great idea. I like it. Ha ha ha, Nightmare Fuel. I laughed out loud. Wait, he brought up core. Is that a hydration check? Oh, that's true. That is a hydration check. And I brought up Spider-Man earlier, like at least 2 or 3 times. So yeah, hydration check. Everyone should get some water. Yes. All right. Okay. So yeah, we could do a lot with that. Matter of fact, hold on. Can I? Oops. Can I drag this in here? Okay. That's not exactly what I was trying to do, but can I just copy this? I just want to be able to remember it. There we go. Yeah, it's a good comment. Applied transformation. Yep. So, man, if you see your idea in Shadowboxers, you did good. I appreciate it. All right. So, we're still doing stuff. I just realized how far away we got from actual buildings. This is supposed to be more architecture, and I just drew like random stuff for the last like 2 or 3. Let's see. Plus Appa and Miles are on the wall. Yes, that's true. So we got 3 Spider-Man images. We got this one here, and then that one above is actually a postcard of Across the Spider-Verse. I went to Lightbox and I got the little postcard. This is a piece from Rostran, that one, and then another Spider-Man poster. And then we got Appa on the wall as is a print as a birthday gift. You brought up Cora before when talking about the trees too. That is true. Yeah, so you might as well just drink a whole gallon of water at this point. Amanda Norris asked for money. LOL. Yeah, where my money at? I haven't made a single dime, so we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. We'll message each other on Instagram, and we'll figure out where your money's at. Okay, all right. All right, so let's see what's next. We drew this random thing, the book bridge, Fufu's restaurant. Well, that's Fufu himself. Oh, that's an old one. I'm trying to figure out what my layers are doing. I don't know what all this is. Yeah, these are just like random shops. Kind of want to do one of these before I forget. These are all just random stuff here. And I haven't checked this file in a long time. Oh, okay. Why don't I revise one of these, actually? These are kind of cool. I'm kind of digging this one, the top. So let's see. Let us see. Can I select that? There's something about this that I like. I don't know what kind of building this is. Looks like it'd be like a skateboard repair shop or something almost. I don't know. Something about that just makes me think of it. Oh, it didn't just get the selection that I wanted? That's annoying. Photoshop does that. I don't know why this isn't cooperating. Anyway. Oh man, you already thirsty for the cash. You can have 50% of all the $0 he's made. Yeah, that's a good point. I've made no money off of Shadowboxers. It's a passion project right now. That's incredibly thoughtful, Megan. I'm rich. Hi, everybody. I'm busy working tonight, but playing the stream so Jordan can get the watch time. Thank you, Clara. I appreciate you. I do need the watch time, especially because we're lower on viewers tonight. We only got about half the audience as normal. But that's all good. It's all good. Jan says, hi, our prof. Wish I could stay in chat. So glad you are all here. I am glad too. We got the art prof herself coming in, hanging out. Well, sort of hanging out on the Joe McFo show, which is very much appreciated. I feel the love, guys. I feel the love. One of my biggest fears, actually, when I started going live was like, man, what if no one comes? And, clearly that has not happened. You guys have been here for just about every single stream, and I couldn't tell you how much I fully appreciate that. It means so much to me that you guys care, not just about me and my channel, but about my project too. And that's really encouraging. It makes me want to, show out and do some really awesome stuff for you guys. So yeah, hopefully you're enjoying it. So I'm just going to do a slightly cleaner version of this, because I actually kind of like the way this building looks. But this part on the end looks like a skateboard ramp almost. So yeah, I kind of like that. Okay, just getting some loose perspective. I don't even know what some of this stuff is. I don't know what that big round shape is, but it's okay. It's okay. We can always figure that out later. That's part of the fun of all this. Maybe it's a sign. Maybe it's like one of those big electric signs. That's like, I don't know, Thrasher skate shop or something. Let's see. Okay, I think it's about that time for me to change the music again. There's only so many options I get. Yeah. Going live is my biggest fear. Also crashing. Well, crashing is. I am still afraid of that too, and it's happened on at least half of my streams so far. I'm curious, why is going live a fear for you? Because I think a lot of people could relate to that, but I'm curious to know what your specific reasoning is. It's McDonald's, but with 3 curves and stuff too. Jan, you're probably too young to have seen the movie Coming to America, But there's a excellent character named Mr. McDowell, and it's an Eddie Murphy movie, and basically he rips off of McDonald's and creates McDowell's. And I'm gonna bring it up here. So that's Mr. McDowell in the show. I'm sorry, the movie. Let's see. Yeah, but you can look at the logo. And he's like, what is he saying in the movie? He's like, McDonald's has the golden arches. We have the golden arcs, or something like that. And it's just hilarious. Yeah. And then there's a scene in the movie where someone goes and takes pictures of the restaurant, and he's like, man, all these McDonald's spies are just coming after me, man, trying to knock me down. This is excellent. Anyone who hasn't seen Coming to America, you are missing out big time. Big time. Okay. So I want this to be a skate shop. Maybe I should do something like this. All right, no. Half pipe like this is fine, actually. Make it kind of small. That's fine. We have this ledge stretching out a little bit further. So maybe when they're testing out the new boards, they just go out here on the top of the building and just do their thing and practice. And maybe I can have a fun box or something. Scale to be determined, but and they only do, and because this will be very noisy, they only do this when the shop is like dead or when it's closed. Jen says LMAO, that's funny. It is super funny. It's a hilarious movie. No one watching, but I'm kind of fine with that too. I don't have the best internet currently, so I don't want a laggy stream. Okay, that makes sense. That's fair. I have both. I have both of those fears, and sometimes it happens. You know, going live is a recipe for disaster with my stuttering and my social anxiety. You know, what I realized when it comes to going live, it's actually a lot easier than I thought would be, because I'm basically just having a conversation. It feels like I'm having a conversation with myself a lot of the time. No offense, but when you, in a normal conversation, you hear feedback, right? You hear people responding to you and all that stuff. Here, it's just kind of like it's just me in my room drawing, and I'm responding to comments online, you know, but it still feels like a very individual experience. So yeah. But I understand why there will be some hesitation as us do it live. Oh my gosh, we got Bernice in the house. Nice box. Thank you, Bernice. Appreciate you. And thank you for your tip about Photoshop potentially being the issue. We have had no lagging problems in this entire stream. I've been going for over 2 hours now. So that was super helpful. Everyone should thank Bernice. But it also ends the saga of my laggy streams and shutting off issues. So it's the end of an era, hopefully. But at the same time, I'm very happy that I have things working properly. Okay, so we got a fun box, and then we add like a rail here. So it's like a skateboard shop, basically. Okay, I'm gonna change some of this up a little bit. Instead of that here. Or maybe they play music so loud that they don't even care that there's people rolling on the roof. Or maybe that's part of the joke. Maybe there's like someone trying to get help and they just hear rolling and like, can't hear you, bro. Can't hear you, bro. Can't hear you, bro. Crispy Paintbrush, hello. Thank you for coming on. What's up? When I get better in it, I will definitely do it. I crave not editing. Yeah, this is part of the reason I started doing more lives. I was like, I want to grow my channel, but editing takes so freaking long. And then Art Prof herself, she was like, just go live. You don't really have to worry about editing. And so it's been very helpful for my watch time, my mental sanity, and all that good stuff. And growing an audience. Red Panda's in the house. Yes, she is. Hi, Crispy Paintbrush. Hey, yo. And yes, that's excellent. Glad Clip Studio stops the lag. Yeah, it's frustrating, but you know what? I will accept it. So yeah. Anyway, put those little arcs right here, or arches. Let's see. The door. Sorry, I'm getting notifications on my phone. Lots of them, apparently. Hold up. Alright. Got the half pipe. And obviously, we're going to have a little bit of a barrier here. And let's see. These have to be a little bit higher. It's like the most dangerous roofs. Like, who skateboards on the top of a roof? I bet Javen would do it. Actually, based on what I know about his character, he would totally do this. Javen is my main character. For those who do not know, he is the character in the blue. Here, I'll show a quick reference. I think most of y'all know by now, but let's see. That's him. That's my main character, Javen, right here. So yeah, he would definitely be all over that. Thank you, but you kind of changed the experience. It's for Jordan Sanity, LMAO. If it were me, I'd rage quit. Who needs railings or OSHA compliance? Am I right? That's hilarious. Bernice, he doesn't need to be saying though ours should be a little crazy. Yes, they could be a little crazy, but if I'm go too crazy, you might not ever get shadow boxes or more lives from me, because I have to be in a certain state of mind to go live. Like, I always get a little nervous before I jump on here, and I'm like, man, what if the live messes up? What if no one comes on? What if I just say something stupid and I get canceled by accident or whatever? Like, there's all these things that I think about. And then when I jump on the live for more than 2 minutes, I'm like, oh, okay, we're fine. We're good to go. The danger is what makes it radical and cool. Yeah, that is true. I want him to have fun insanity, though, not the bloated Photoshop experience. Y'all are funny. Christian says, did you move? I did not move anything except for this desk. I rotated it 90 degrees because I was tired of people seeing my bed. It's just kind of uncomfortable sometimes, you know? And to be totally honest, there are days I don't feel like making it. And every time I go on live or whatever, I have to make sure it's presentable. And I was like, and I still make my bed, don't get me wrong, but I don't want to feel like that's all in the shot. So I just rotated my desk a little bit, and I have a nice little setup now, and had to rework the lighting. That was a bit of a challenge, but I think I figured it out. So we good to go. And you guys can see the posters I got. One of these days, I got this cool projector. I don't know how, let's see if it works. It shows like stars and stuff. Wait, actually, let's test it out really quickly. If I turn off the light, it has like all these stars and stuff. So I was like, man, one of these days I'm gonna just chill like this when I'm drawing at night and just have my projector going. It'd be awesome. If someone fell off that roof, can people get sued in that world? Someone would get sued, yeah. But I don't think I'm going to make an episode about that. I think that'd be rather boring. But yeah, someone gonna get sued. Lawyers don't exist here. It's a magical place. Not that magical. Now we can see the cool Spirey poster. Yes, there's multiple Spirey posters, and this one right here is the one Bernice got for me a couple of years ago. It is hanging front and center. It's like the main star of the show, right above Appa. So thank you, Bernice. Appreciate you. But there's no magic in this world. That is true. It's not magic, but there are certain things that are fantastical. Yeah. The magic of nowhere. I meant to say Spidey. OMG, it's the star projector. LOL. Yeah, the star projector. It's so cool. I freaking love it. I got it for Christmas last year, and I use it all the time. Like if I'm chilling in the bed watching Netflix or something like that, I will have it on. And you know what's a really crazy experience? When I have the blue stars out in the sky and all that, and you play the song All the Stars by Kendrick Lamar, it is a whole different experience, guys. I can't even describe it to you. It's just a different type of serenity. So it's awesome. If you get canceled, I'll be mad. Thank you. I'm so glad you would say that. Fight for me, guys. If I ever get canceled for saying that pineapple doesn't belong on pizza. All right, my stream is still going, so I guess we're good. He love you, Jordan. Love you too, Bernice. Oh man. All right, let's see. You know what? I think this building needs to be a little taller. That or this ramp needs to be more steep. Something about this ramp is it's not cutting it for me. Yeah, there we go. Oh, I know what these are. These are wheels. These are skateboard wheels. It's like, what is this supposed to be? I just drew random shapes because I saw it on here, but now we figured it out. They are wheels from a skateboard. Genius, I know. Let's see here. And should probably be like some sort of... Oh, let's make a ramp right here. They gotta skate up there somehow, right? I have to make it like an ongoing joke that they're violating all these like codes or something. And then we could do a bunch of graffiti on the side too. So what would be a graffiti tag that someone would use? People just use crowns all the time, so I'm gonna put a little crown. Yeah, pretend someone's tagging that with sunglasses. Someone is the king or the queen. All right. Jordan, your pineapple pizza reason is valid, so it's okay. I actually got I saw someone post a picture on Instagram with pineapple on pizza, and I said, what did I say to them? What did I say to her? I was like, that better not be pineapple on that pizza. And she said, it's the only way to eat pizza. And I was like, it's not edible though. But she's like, you're a hater. And I was like, but I'm not wrong. From a pineapple on pizza eater. Oh my goodness. I'm okay with it. More for me. Yeah, y'all are, that's nasty. I'm sorry. But then again, I don't even eat cheese, so. So is this a skating rink? Is skateboard park? It's a skateboard park mixed with a skateboard shop below. So yeah, the idea for this, as I'm making it up as I go, is that there's guys who have a skateboard shop, and maybe the original owner died or something, and his rebellious son just like, hey bro, let's make a park on the roof, you know, and probably have entry fee or something like that. And this looks like the place that would charge a lot of money for something like that. It's or sorry, not charge a lot of money. What am I saying? Play music really loud. I don't know how I even got there. They look like the type of place that play music really loud, and they wouldn't even care about the noise this would potentially make. Let's see a rail here. I'll have to put a little fence there though. Someone's gonna be like, it's a code violation. I'm like, but bro, they're not gonna fall off, man. We got a gate. Okay, let's make it really rickety. So let's just do it like this. We just put up this big old metal fence. And then let's see. What else is a good skateboardy kind of symbol? Actually, pineapple has an enzyme that helps break down protein, so on pizza it could actually help you digest. But I don't eat much pizza, so do what you want with that info. This is so random. See, this is exactly why I'm afraid to get canceled. I brought it up one little thing, and now everyone's like, pineapples on pizza is like the thing to do. I've noticed you don't tilt your canvas often. Is that for benefits? I'm always twisting and turning my canvas when I'm drawing digitally. I turn it sometimes. I mean, it just depends. Like sometimes I'll do it if my hand doesn't make that curve as easily, so you guys might recognize I'm left-handed, so like this curve is much easier for me to draw than this one. So in that situation I might rotate the canvas like this so I can do it like that. But sometimes I rotate. I've even done it in the stream, but I just don't do it a lot. Most of what I'm doing here is like straight lines anyway. All the skate bros don't care about the noise because they're too cool to care. The neighbors, though. That's right. That's exactly right. Pineapple pizza is however, I'm lactose intolerant and allergic to pineapple. Okay, I don't eat cheese, so I'm with you on that. But the pineapple allergy, I am so sorry. That's really unfortunate. I love pineapples. Oh man, I got a lot of tabs open. Hold up. Let's clear some of this out. So I need to look up like a skate park is what I'm realizing right now. Or skateboard shop rather. Let's see. Yeah, so a lot of these skateboard shops, they got, that's not what I meant to do. They got like a lot of glass window panes, strong panes, skate shop, big old sign, but none of them have a skate park on the roof. So I'm excited about that. And lots of graffiti tags. We're not going to do graffiti tags though, because we're not a lot of them. I might do like skate for life or something. Skate for life. Yeah, bro. Yeah. Because scares are illiterate or for some reason in this world, apparently. Let's see. You can have a smoke shop attached to the skateboard park to bring the edge. Okay, so Shadowbox is a kids show. It's or a teenager show. The audience is like 8 to 14-ish. I don't know if I can get away with a smoke shop, but maybe something that kind of gives a hint, sort of like those jokes for adults in kids movies. So we'll have to do something like that. But I can't do a smoke shop necessarily. I don't like pineapple on pizza, but my husband made an awesome fried rice with pineapple and Spam for dinner. Okay, this is my thing. This is why I'll be honest. This is why I don't like fruit or pineapple on pizza, especially. I don't like warm fruit. Warm fruit just grosses me out for some reason, and I don't like it. So when it's on pizza, I don't like apple pie. I don't even like peach cobbler. Like, I just don't like warm fruit at all. So that's probably why I can't deal with that. I personally find that I rotate when inking and doing more final stuff. The lines don't have to be super accurate in sketches. That is true too. Put some benches out front for grinding. Yes. Okay, perfect idea. All right, benches out front for grinding. That's right. Matter of fact, yeah, I have to do some. Actually, let's not even do it that official. Let's just have it be cinder blocks. Because they don't care about regulations, clearly. Actually, this fence, let's have it not even cut right. Let's just have it trail off in the end. Like, it's just cut weird. And then we gonna cheat. Okay, why isn't... I'm just trying to copy this little section. Why is it giving me issues? Okay, well, there we go. I guess that's fine. What's a smoke shop? Basically a place where you can buy weed or other medicinal herbs to smoke. What about an attached arcade? Ooh, that would be kind of cool. Make it a hippie shop, then no smoke shop. What would a hippie shop look like? Is that a thing? Do people have hippie shops? Maybe an arcade next door. That would be cool. The warm fruit opinion is valid, and I'm a fruit lover. Yeah, I love fruit. I got so many. I got pomegranates and apples and persimmons in my fridge right now, but I can't do it warm. It's just weird. Virgin versus Chad mean instead of rotating the canvas, just rotate yourself, big brain mode. Trash cans, that's a good point. Trash cans. All right, it's bedtime for me. Good night, Joe McFo fam. I like that name, Joe McFo fam. I like that. We're going to trademark it. That's it. But thank you, Megan, for coming on. I appreciate you. Thank you for being part of the Joe McFo fam. I like that. Okay, so yes, we got some benches. We need trash cans. I'm trying to think, should it be a dumpster or a trash can? In my sketch here, I think I drew a dumpster, so let's just do that. Let's do a dumpster. Let's keep with the shape language anyway. Dumpsters, bro. Arcade. Where would the arcade even be? Okay, there's a big old window right here. I'll move this somewhere else. And then we gotta name the skate shop too. What should it be called? Let's do a little skate board here, or whatever the equivalent in this world would be, because we do have Kayla's hoverboard, but I can always adjust it for later. What's a skater's name? Oh wait, we said Thrasher, right? I said Thrasher, so Thrashers. Skate shop. And then we can have some more graffiti, I guess. Some tagger, his name, that's random. We got the Skate for Life here. Bro, we skate for life, man. Let me do some mural art, I guess, of someone skating somewhere. Then gonna need a little bit of a ledge here, but it doesn't stop the people from flying off and over like that. So that could be fun. I feel like Kayla would hang out here actually, because if we're putting an arcade in there and it's a skate place, she's gonna want to show off her moves. Yeah, she would definitely hang out here. Maybe we could put a little ramp up here too. And now that I'm looking at this, I don't know if I like the centeredness of that door, so I might actually move it to one side and just have a really big display window. Whoa, that's not that bad. Yeah, something like that. And then we see mannequins, skateboards in the window. Maybe we see like a little showcase of skateboards. I don't know where the arcade would be, but it's somewhere. Let's see. By the way, I don't smoke. Please don't get the wrong idea. It's all good. It's too late. You're now sus, Janet. That ship has sailed. Oh man, Janet. Oh my goodness. No, you're good. You're good. It's okay. It's okay. Dumpster and how they get on the roof. Stairs for more grinding. Haha. I grew up watching Tony Hawk. Oh, a name for the shop could be Tony Hops. Tony Hops? That's funny. That's funny. Is that because the bunny theme? Is that what we're thinking? Yeah, more bunny vibes. Okay, I said that before I even saw the comment. I swear. Tony Hops. That's awesome. How they get on the roof? Let's see. How would they get on the roof? Honestly, I think they could do some parkour somehow. But how would they do that? I think maybe there's probably stairs back here. Like, all right, bro, if you go in the back, pay the fee, then we'll let you go up there and skate. People come up going like, wow, look at this. Skate. And I said Kayla, right? So let's give her hair. Yeah. Those are her shorts, by the way. Very lazy. Okay. This isn't terrible, actually. This is not terrible. And then, what else can we add? What else? Is there anything else? Oh, we have the dumpster here. Oh, probably some piles of wood or something so that they can make their skateboards. Just a whole pile of boards here. The broken ones that no one... Yeah, maybe that's it. Maybe the dumpster's full of broken boards, but it's so popular that they had to start a second pile. Watch it, bro. You just destroyed my board. And then the handles for the door. It's a very wide door, but I don't care. What else? Can add the wheel motif here again. Have you a little balanced, I guess, if you can call that balanced. I'm just having fun with this. This is giving me Subway Surfer vibes. Best Kayla drawing ever. I know, right? It's freaking amazing. She's having the time of her life. Daylight savings is awesome because you start the stream later, 5 a.m. instead of 4 a.m., but it means I have to leave earlier though. Oh, well, give and take, I guess. Or I could just be late for work today. No, don't do that. Don't jeopardize your income and your well-being over my live stream. I appreciate the support, but I can't have you being without a job either. I'll just say traffic was terrible, even though I walked to work. Oh my gosh. Well, I'll let you use your own discretion at that one. I have to go. It's 11:30 here, but this was fun. Nice work. Thank you, Carolyn's Art Adventures. I appreciate you coming on. I think we're probably going to wrap up the stream in a little bit anyway, because we've done quite a few fun drawings. I don't think I have it in me to do another full one right now. At least not without having thought of more unique stuff. But we got pretty far. Like, let's see what we've done so far. So we've done the skate shop, Thrasher Skate Shop. We have not that. Okay. Where is it? Oh yeah. So we did whatever this was. I think that was just kind of a warm up. It was a oh my goodness, this was a Smith shop. That's what it was. Yeah. Got this metal sculpture up here. We got the work area here. This is Fufu's restaurant. For those who missed it, Fufu is our lovely chef with a giant pig named Pork Chop who's chewing on grass evidently. So that's his restaurant, his two-story restaurant with a botanical garden on the top. What else we got? We got the Book Bridge here, which is this big old tree with books inside, and there's going to be this entryway that's just made up of book shapes. And I still have to design the inside because who knows what's going on. And I might even make it curve. I might do a amalgamation of a was it a bow tree or whatever. You know, sound like Blue's Clues. You guys ever watch that show? She's like all the time. Anyway, yeah, so we did that, and then the elephant pet shop thing. Elephant Hedge Pet Shop. Yeah. We came up with some random stuff today, guys. But I had a lot of fun with this. This is actually hilarious to me. And now it makes me just want to really dive into this world and figure out like all the special stuff going on. The elephant shop is still my favorite. I'm glad you like it. We'll have to make sure we like really spice it up. All right, I'm heading out. Joe McFo fam. See you in the comments. Bye, Mark. Thank you for coming, dude. Appreciate you. You always supporting me. And also, by the way, please comment on this video and say whether or not you liked it or something like that, because it helps me out. And the more interaction I have in this video, the more it's pushed out, even if it says something really nasty. I hope you don't be nasty to me, but if you can, if you do, it's whatever. Even if it might not fit in with the rest of the buildings. You know what? I will find a place for this. There is actually a location in my world that is more plant life and like rainforesty. So I think I might save it for that location. I'm going to let the rest of the stream play as I get ready for your hours. Oh, for my watch hours, I guess. Oh man, it's all good. But okay, guys, I think I'm actually just gonna end it right here because we've done quite a few fun drawings in the last couple of hours. So everyone, thank you so much for watching the stream. Please don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't already. Comment on the video and say that you liked it, even if you didn't like it. I changed my mind about what I said about 30 seconds ago. So everyone, thank you for being part of the Joe McFo fam, as we have now trademarked that. And thank you again for supporting Shadowboxers. I hope to have more updates for you soon. I want to actually put out a shop. I've been meaning to put out stuff like stickers and like tote bags and t-shirts and all that stuff. I just got to get it all set up and figure out the right website to use. But one of these days, we're going to do it. So anyways, guys, have a good rest of your evening. Take care. Peace.